Here we go once again. This is the SLS Wrestling Podcast. Hello to everyone. My name is Sugar Ray. Over there is Legion. Legion, how you going?
Hello, guys. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully for the next hour or so, however long we get, we can increase your mood and that. So I won't go on that. But yeah. Have you been enjoying wrestling? What have you been enjoying about wrestling lately as well, Legion?
A lot of it right now.
A lot of it right now. Okay.
No, well, I wouldn't say a lot per se. I've been more paying attention to a certain person that just came back.
Do you want to tell us this certain person, or I'm really curious. Like, it's
Well, if you all have been living under a rock in the wrestling world, AJ Lee is back.
Yeah, it's
And I'm just excited.
Was it the greatest pop ever for a female wrestler? I was just trying to think of pops.
I
for
think
female.
so.
Yeah, so
I think so.
yeah, we'll get that to the news as well and she's also, we don't know how long, but it apparently was rumored as well. We'll get to the news when we talk about it as well. But she's signed a multi-year contract as well, so. I actually thought, yeah, we'll get to the news and that anyway. So let's quickly go with Clash in Paris, and I know Legion will want to talk about what happened recently. Now, let's go to Clash in Paris. So, number one, the French crowd, like once again, just made the show fantastic, and that well done to them as well. So, WWE will keep going back to them as well because it was just. The sad thing is that AJ wasn't on. AJ Styles, I'll get the name right because we got two AJs now. But AJ Styles was on the card because I feel like they would have gone off for him as well. So they just really love AJ. But Roman defeated Bronson Reed in the opening match in a good showing for Bronson. They did the injury angle after with Roman and that, so he's out till probably War Games, which is in a couple of months and that, so we'll see him there.
Pretty much he got written off to do Street Fighter.
And Street Fighter as well. Yeah, that is correct as well. Quick question.
And that's why we hadn't seen Cody Rhodes in a while.
Yeah. Quick question. Are you gonna have a look at the new Street Fighter as well?
I don't get me wrong. I saw little teaser images, not really actual images of the characters, but more like shadow.
Yeah.
Of what they're supposed to look like. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the one I saw was with Cody Rhodes being dressed like Guile.
Yep.
Oh, I'm like, I want to see it, but I'm sorry, I can't. I hate myself for this. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. He played freaking M. Bison in the original.
Really? Yeah. Well, I was about to talk about him. Oh God, I'm going to butcher the name, but he was Gomez Adams in the Addams Family.
Yes. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says, but he is the best M. Bison. Period.
Yeah, you know the story behind him as well, don't you? You heard the story. He was dying from cancer.
Yes.
I don't know how long after he passed away, and he was really good really good actor in that. But he gave this as a memory for his kids because his kids were apparently really big fans of Street Fighter and that, and he didn't want to because he saw it, didn't want to really take it on because he knew it was going to be bad. It was pretty terrible, let's be honest. When he got Jean-Claude Van Damme in the leading role. No offense to Jean-Claude, but stick to fighting movies and that. I know it's a fighting movie, but anyway, where you don't say too much in that anyway. And
but he did an amazing job.
He was the highlight of Street Fighter and that. So well done to him as well to give his kids a good memory and hopefully whenever they see you in that as well. So yeah, but anyway, let's get back onto it. The White Six defeated the Street Profits. See, a bit more tension between the Street Profits. Do you think they're going to break up? And that going back. Sorry to interrupt you, but going back a year ago, there was talks about Montez Ford having a singles run, and that I think it was even at the Elimination Chamber one time where he.
I remember. Was it a couple years back?
Yeah,
it was all hype for him.
Yeah,
to win the U.S. title, or it was 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember.
Yeah, but even in the I know it was Elimination Chamber. I don't know if it was for the US title or for a world title shot, but he made it to the last 3. And that was Seth and, was it Logan Paul? I'm pretty sure. I might have to go over.
I think it was when Logan and Randy were feuding right after.
Yeah. But anyway, do you, the tag thing is pretty stacked in a minute. So maybe if this is time to see how he goes as a singles, like I'm more for it as well because I think it'd be really good.
Either that, or this is a proper heel turn for them. Not just a forced one.
Yeah. I don't know how he'll go as a heel, because it's kind of like they'll do heelish things, but they'll still get cheered and that. So I don't, because we're all smarks and that. So I don't know how that will go and that. Let's keep on going with the results because we got to get through them as well. Becky Lynch defeated Nikki Bella for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Rusev defeated Sheamus in a really good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Good to see them on pay-per-view as well. Cena defeated Logan Paul in a really long match as well. And that, the kickstart, the good face turn and that. And then Seth defeated Punk, Jay, and LA Knight. I really did think Punk was going to win it when he did the go to sleep. Rollins went into the ropes, and then and Punk fell down on his knees, and then Seth Rollins was over his shoulders. I actually thought, hello, he might win it here. Then we see a masked person come from behind and give Punk a nut shot. Did you think, before I even looked, did you think it was going to be a new, obviously it was a new person for the Vision as they're now called, but I was actually thinking it might be Ricky Saints or Ethan Page in that. So,
the funny thing is, you can quote me from a while back.
Yeah.
When I mentioned, it's like right after Becky Lynch turned heel and after Seth and his team actually formed.
Yep.
I predicted that she was going to join his team.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, she did.
Yep. And I know there's been
it was a weird timing.
Yeah, I know there's a bit of a common thread between comparing this group from to the Death Riders in AEW. Let's just let's not be stupid in that. It's a completely different thing in that. So, but yeah, then Seth low blow and Seth retained the title on that. It was what do you think of the pay-per-view? We normally give it out of 10. I think it was a solid 7 for me.
I go between like a 7.5.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
What made it, what boosted my thing was the crowd in general.
Yeah,
it's just like the French crowd. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and they'll be back there next. They're doing a European tour next before Mania. I'm pretty sure they are. I'll have to have a look in that. And so, before we get into the news, you want to talk about Homecoming, which I saw snippets of yesterday and looked to be a really amazing show. So go for it, Legion. What caught your eye?
Yeah. What caught my eye was the segment with Lexus King, and he was talking about his name, Minnie Orton. I like to call him Miles Bourne. There you go.
Yeah, Miles Bourne. Yeah. Minnie Orton.
And well, he is.
Yeah,
he got endorsed by Orton.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden the lights go out. Oh, he has. Oh my eyes just widened.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not going to, and it did. They gave Finn Balor his original theme, which was wow. I thought he was gonna debate the entire crowd. You know, he does the whole with the arms flying out. During the part of the music.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna debate them and just wave them off.
Yeah.
But no, he actually went through with it.
He has it's just from I've said, and this is no offense to Finn, but when he's a face, he has a stupid smile, but the smile he had, he looked genuinely pleased that, how some people phone it in and out. I'm not going to name names and that, but he looked genuinely pleased to be back as with the music and just the crowd reaction. He's got a great connection with the crowd and that. So, he's. Yeah. I also found out he's been 3 years as a heel as well. I think we're pretty close to a babyface turn as well.
I say push Finn Balor like he should have been when he debuted.
Yeah.
On the main roster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was unfortunate he got injured, but he needs that push again.
Well, there was a lot of other people showed up. William Regal showed up and did a nice comedy act, which he just does that really good.
I just love it. Everybody's just shouting freaking Warzone or Warzone.
War games.
Oh, War Games.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have something else in my mind right now.
And then also the return of Bobby Roode. I know there were a lot of others, but they were
Oh.
my favourites as well. I'd love to see a tag team of Bobby Roode and Joe Henry.
How about this? I know you mentioned this with the past, like a tag team with him and Joe Hendry. Why not have him manage Joe Hendry while he's in NXT? Pretty much giving Bobby Roode FaceTime on TV, but he says he can't wrestle. Here's this option.
Yeah, that's true. That's it was a really good show, and also
win-win for everybody.
Also DIY wrestling, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams as well. It's just a really, I hope they do it every year now. The homecoming, which they should. I feel like there should be a Raw homecoming and a SmackDown homecoming as well. So it was good. I don't know if you remember, we got a question. I don't know if you saw recently, and to the guys as well. We saw. I'm going to be respectful as well. I don't like the name, but I'm going to be respectful. We saw Adam Copeland, known as Cope, and Christian Cage reunite in AEW, and they're going to be doing another tag team match here against FTR. My question to you, Legion, is if you were to bring back one tag team as well, and we also, at Bound for Glory in about a month's time, we're going to see the reuniting of Team 3D, or the Dudley Boys, taking on the Hardys in one last match as well. So my question to you is, if you were to have a tag team, which team would you like to see tag team would you like to see reunite, is my question as well. So who would you have?
I'm going to go a little old school with this one. It's not really old school. It's more of I'm going to keep it to NXT-ish.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go back to black and gold.
Yep.
Let's see if you remember this tag team. Corey Graves and Neville.
Holy, I do remember that, because it was Neville and I don't forget the guy's name, because they were the British Invasion or something like that. They were one of the first NXT tag team champions, weren't they?
Uh-huh.
And then Neville's I'm brain farting on the name, but then he got injured. Then Corey Graves, Corey Graves was, before he got injured, that was a really good wrestler. Like, I enjoyed his work.
He was.
And
he was. I loved it. I had to go digging deep for this one.
Yeah, that's out of the blue as well. Mine is pretty simple as well. We probably will never see it again. I really do hope, but Rated RKO, Randy, just the mashup of their songs as well, just really worked as well. So I'd like to see a mashup of voices and the Alter Bridge song, which I'm brain farting as well. So yeah, that would be my thing. That would be my team as well. And for those who are watching on YouTube as well, which team would you like to see come back? You can do the comments as well and all that stuff. So let's get to the news. We might as well. We're going to start. Before I start, we're going to be probably a bit negative, unfortunately, to WWE due to some news that happened, and that we'll try and be. Yeah. We'll try and keep it as positive as you can, but there's a bit of news now. But let's get to the positive news. AJ Lee returning as well. So.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes.
The SmackDown.
I know Rhea Ripley is known as mommy, but AJ Lee is everybody's real mommy. I'm sorry. I'm calling it as I see it.
I would say blasphemy as well, because the last thing I want to do is get on the wrong side.
No, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley is mommy, MAMI.
Yeah.
And it's like AJ Lee is your mother.
Can I say one thing? She has not aged a day. Like, she looks really good.
Looks looks amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen her pictures over the years, what she's been doing, like when she works out.
Yeah.
And she hasn't aged day since she left.
Yeah. And I originally thought it was only going to be just a one-off, like they have in the match at Wrestlepalooza here with Becky Lynch and Seth versus CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Yeah,
but
that's what I originally thought.
Yeah, she signed it's a multi-year contract, so multi-year contract. So it's going to be at least 2 years in that. So I feel like she'll be on what's it called, the part-time. Like, we won't see her every week and that. So I'm going to go over.
No, it's not a part-time contract.
Every week we'll see. Okay.
It's a full-time contract.
Wow. Okay. So what which I know she'll probably be on the SmackDown brand or and actually should be on the Raw brand. But the Raw brand needs a bit of few wrestlers as well, because I'll get to it when we get to our predictions as well. So, but yeah.
And if she feuds with Liv Morgan, I'll die a happy man.
I mean, let's think of the feuds as well. Like we've got AJ versus Rhea Ripley, AJ versus Liv Morgan, AJ versus Io Sky might be nice as well. AJ Oscar.
But the one other, if it's not Liv, there's one other match I want to see. Even if it's face versus face.
Yep.
It's AJ versus Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah, it was good to see her and Charlotte Flair on God there.
Yes.
It's nearly.
Oh, they shut. Oh, did you see the? you saw the comments they made before the segment ended?
Yeah.
How Charlotte said women run NXT.
Yep.
Freaking Sean's face and Triple H's face was just priceless.
It's I know we're gonna go tag team of the year, but that's I hate to be. Sometimes you put a pair together and it's just magic. It reminds me a bit of Booker T and Goldust back in the day, but these two just work with each other and that. So yeah. And
it was the same with Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, Cesaro as well. So we could go probably a lot more teams as well. So, but yeah, AJ returning. I'm just glad, obviously when Punk left, she, stood by her man and had to leave and that. So it's just good to see her back. And we got I know there's other people on SmackDown. NXT, she could wrestle as well. So it'd be interesting to see how she goes and that. So we'll get on to some more news.
All I know is there's haters are hating that she's back, but haters are gonna hate.
It's have you ever heard the phrase "Don't yuck my yum"?
Actually, I have.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I'm just trying to compare it. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry to go off a bit of a tangent, and I do apologise in that. But I'm not a fan of, as I call it, Call of Duty or Battle Royale games and that. But some people like that. I mean, that's your yum. I'm not going to yuck it. That's your yum. So anyway, that's just I was just trying to compare it in that. Anyway. Also, I don't know if you saw in AEW, Daniel Bryan returned and is now on the commentary in AEW. Can I say one thing? This will be... I'll keep watching AEW now because I really enjoyed Daniel Bryan on the commentary as well this week, because I don't know if you remember it, him and Marlo Ronaldo, and I hope I pronounced the name correctly, did I?
You actually did.
Oh, hey, let's go! When they commentate the Cruiserweight Classic all those years ago, it's just a really good... I know it's... when you're commentating as well, you want your lead announcer to be, the babyface and the coloured commentator to sort of justify what the heels do and that, but they just work together and that, so...
Is that for... Is he doing that for Dynamite, or is it for just both shows?
I think it's just Dynamite at the minute. I'll have to have a look as well, so, because... when I've watched...
Because last I remember, because I really don't pay too much attention to AEW.
Yeah.
Unless I see some snippets about it.
Yeah.
But I remember Excalibur was one of the commentators.
Yeah, he still is. I'm pretty sure they're swapped now. Tony Schiavone and I'll have to go. But Excalibur is Dynamite along with Taz, and I think Tony is now on Collision, and that's so.
Okay.
I might be.
Don't get rid of Tony. Don't get.
Yeah, I agree. Don't get rid of Tony, and that's so. It's and that. But it's he's just articulate as well, Daniel Bryan, and that. And we want to keep all these good people who love wrestling involved with wrestling and that. So I feel like he could have nearly been I don't know if they have an authority. I can't remember if they have an. Well, they have the Young Bucks who are the kind of the authority figures in AEW. I'd love it for him to be the authority figure, like the general manager on that. So, anyway, that's something else as well.
He has the experience.
Yeah, he does. Let's also news as well. I don't know if you saw. We were supposed to mention this as well, but 2 wrestlers are getting double knee replacements. Dustin Rhodes from AEW and Shawn Michaels are getting double knee replacements. Think about that. Not just one, but double. Dustin, earlier this year when he won the TNT title, it was great. And then he lost it a couple of weeks later, I think, and then is now having a double knee reconstruction. And I know Shawn Michaels is one of your favourites of all time.
Yeah.
And that's so, it just shows all those years of wrestling and that now they have that double knee replacements. It's, wish them all.
Yeah, you can see when he came out in Homecoming, you can see that he has a severe limp because of it.
I mean,
The way he comes out is not because that's his walk. That's because of his
yeah,
knees.
yeah. I mean, for me as well. Like, not that I did like when I was playing sport. I've got my collarbone that's just always in pain now, and that's so it takes a toll on you, and that. So wish Sean and Dustin all the best as well. Do you want to talk about it now? Do we want to get to the what the actual news is? The big news?
Let's start off small. Let's start off the what WTF small.
All right, go on.
Meaning
Yes.
Andrade being released.
Yeah, it's there's two sides to this. From what they've been reporting in the insider news is apparently he hasn't been showing up to shows for about a month now, and that. So if that's true, it's a very. I understand he probably was promised the world by Triple H when he first came back, and it really hasn't delivered. What's the thing that was like? He had a match at Mania with Ray against I'm forgetting his name, but Dom.
Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, and Dom and that. I know, like, it started off good and that, but it's where do you put him? Like, I don't.
The only thing he really did was face off against Carmelo Hayes. That's really it.
Yeah, like they had a best of 7. I'm pretty sure.
Like more like a best of 20.
Okay. Rightio.
I'm being sarcastic with the number, but you get what I'm trying to say. That's all you really saw when it came to Andrade and or Carmelo Hayes in WWE on the main roster. Mm-hmm. It's like they only faced each other. Either that or they faced for the U.S. title, and that was it.
Yeah. I don't see him going back to AEW. I know apparently him and AEW were on good terms and that, so, but it's the same thing.
There are rumors he might be going to Lucha Underground.
Like, I'm more than happy for him. I don't know how big a Lucha Underground is as well, but yeah, it's I just wish him all the best in that, because he obviously was promised the world and got nothing in that. So, and yeah, anyway, I wish him the best, because
he's he's very talented, very talented,
and that I feel like he's better as a heel than a face as well, personally.
Yes, 100%.
Because he was never a heel when he came back, was he? He was going to turn on Ray, but then he joined up with him, and they had the tag match. But it's if he hopefully it works in Lucha Underground. I don't know if he would think about going to TNA. I know actually TNA are owned by WWE, so probably I don't know. Well, not owned, but they're in a partnership, so I don't know if he would want to go and that. So
he might.
All right, do you want to talk about this, or shall I talk about this? I think we'll both talk about this, but the big news as well.
Good. Yeah, the one thing nobody wants. What's going to happen?
WrestleMania. Well, we got WrestleMania 42, which will be in your hometown, Las Vegas, won't it?
It will.
It will. You still deciding on where you're going to go again? Or no?
It looks like the prices are dropping this year. Because I looked at one of the lowest... Because usually the package deals are the most expensive thing you're going to find, right?
Yep.
The cheapest package actually has a lot on it.
Yeah.
It's only $1,600.
Ooh.
Which is like, oh my.
We'll have to get you some pictures, obviously, in your wolf form next to wrestlers and all that stuff and that. But but then the WrestleMania after that, WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi.
Yeah.
When they were doing the announcement on SmackDown, the crowd just booed, and this has been the biggest negative response. I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago when there was a Saudi group that was going to buy WWE, and everyone was just really negative, and it's like what? Like,
the thing is, not only the fans are angry about it, the stars are angry about it.
Yeah,
there's mixed feelings on this, but if you saw that quote unquote press release about it, even Triple H was upset about it.
Yeah, I focus on
this was not a WWE decision. You can tell right off the bat.
It's
the TKO decision.
Yeah, and I know a lot of Actually, there was a meme as well of WWE guys shaking an AEW hand and just they're shitting over TKO and that. So, I saw from the press conference, you looked on Seth Rollins and Stephanie Vaquer as well. They wanted to be anywhere else but there, and that's so.
Yeah. And it was the same with Liv Morgan. She didn't want to be there.
Yeah. And there's also now rumors and talk that they're offering these crazy amount of money to like the old school wrestlers. Like the rumor is The Rock's been offered upwards of $100 million to wrestle there.
Yeah. Oh, I got I looked into it. I saw the amount they're getting for WrestleMania in Saudi.
Yeah.
It is a big number.
Yeah.
a quarter of $1 billion.
Like
to do WrestleMania in Saudi.
Like they've reached out to apparently The Rock. I'm really concerned about. I don't know if you remember the tag match. Like, what Saudi match? Like two of the worst matches I've ever seen. One involves two of them involve your favorite wrestlers, The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. When it was DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, that was terrible. And then Goldberg and Taker.
And I know it's both of the most horrible matches revolve around Undertaker.
Yeah,
and he puts on banger matches. And anybody knows. When it's a match with Undertaker, it's amazing until it reaches Saudi.
Yeah, and that I don't know if you heard this story. You remember when they had the greatest Royal Rumble ever? You know what story?
The only thing I think of is freaking Titus O'Neil.
I mean, that was good, but the guys who had the greatest Rumble, they said, okay, we want this list of wrestlers. They gave them to WWE, and on that list, and I kid you not, you can go look it up. They wanted Yokozuna, who had been dead for 20 years. Like,
and if I remember right, one of the names was also Andre the Giant.
I don't like
if I remember right, because like a quarter of the names were people who were already either A, so retired they can't come back, or B, dead.
Yeah. It's it's mind-boggling as well. They've just got way too much money there, and also recently the crowd at it was Night of Champions, wasn't it? Half of them were just on their phones, and the other half were not even interested. Like you guys have got probably buy all the wrestling events and that, and you're not even going to show interest, and that so, it's just. I hope in time we can. I am so scared. Number one, I think the Rumble will be an okay event. I think the Rumble next year because that's in Saudi.
Well, yeah, we're going to see Power Rangers during the Rumble.
Yeah. Oh God, the women's one. Yeah. God, don't remind me. Holy crap! And that's another thing as well. Like let the women show their skin. That's all I can say. I know
it's their religion. Why?
It's their religion, okay. Yeah. It's a bit of a touchy subject as well. It's just I've never understood it, and that's so
they do that just for respect, so they're not. So, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I still think the first WrestleMania outside it's going to be the first WrestleMania ever outside of North America because they did have a couple in Canada. So, yeah. Oh God.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I don't know what I still think the first WrestleMania should have gone to the UK and that because when they had SummerSlam '92, it was really good, and I think they could have.
It should have got. What was it? Was it London?
Yeah, it was London. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Either London or in France, one of the two. Imagine WrestleMania in France.
Oh God, jeez. It'd be orgasmic by the guys in that there. So yeah, that's the news. I don't know what you guys think of Saudi. Basically buying WrestleMania and that, so hopefully it's just a one-off, and because I know they got a deal from a 10-year deal that'll end in 2028. But with the way that TKO is, and I've never really spoke negatively on TKO, but this is a big first one that I would just say it's a wrong move. Yes,
I think it was pushed by The Rock, to be honest. That's my personal opinion.
And it's unfortunately it has to do with money. Like we had one of the greatest heels in the 90s and the early 80s called the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And you know what his motto was?
Everybody's got a price.
Yep. And apparently I'm sure you and me got a price, but yeah, it's anyway, I'm going in with hopefully not high thoughts in that. So I'm just trying to think. It's the worst WrestleMania is either WrestleMania 9 that comes to mind, or was it 34? Those are two of the worst WrestleManias.
I thought it was 30.
Oh, was it 32? Yeah, sorry, 32.
I think that's up for debate.
Yeah, and that hopefully I feel like this might blow both of them out of the water, and that. So, but anyway.
Well, that's too soon. Like, yeah, we can trash on Saudi all we want, but you never know how it's going to.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the news. Anyway, my challenge. Legion, would you like to say what my challenge was?
Your challenge was... What was your challenge? What was your challenge?
Yeah, go on.
My challenge to you
Yep.
was to pick a wrestling star that has never debuted, never stepped foot in the WWE, have him debut, and who would their first feud?
Yep. Okay. Okay. So I've kind of cheated a little bit. It will lead to a feud. It's not a feud yet, but it'll lead to a feud. Just please.
I left it a little gray right there.
Yeah. Just bear with me because there was only 2 wrestlers that came to mind who have never been in WWE at the minute. And that.
Okay.
So anyway. We start at Survivor Series War Games. Here's my story. You'll get the name here in a second as soon as you hear the wrestler on that. So anyway. War Games Survivor Series. Team Rhodes. I've got Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, Randy Orton, and Jey Uso. Defeat Team Seth. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg. So Team Rhodes is in the ring celebrating when the lights go out. Yes, I know, lights going out. I like to do it, but you know what? I feel like it needs it. Lights go out. We hear the music of Will Ospreay, and I mean Aerial Assassin Will Ospreay as well. His music. If it can get done. I'm sure it can get done in that. As we go to a shot of him walking out... What? Sorry?
Not Def Rebel.
No, not Def Rebel. No, never. Of him walking out on the stage. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Corey Graves lose their beep. I'll just say. I don't want you to have to beep it out. So, and all the wrestlers are confused, and like the crowd has just gone off in that. So, as we fade to black, the Raw following Survivor Series. Michael Cole welcomes us to Raw as he starts off by talking about what happened at Survivor Series. He has a major announcement on Thursday. The Pat McAfee show. Pat McAfee will be interviewing WWE's newest signing in Will Ospreay. Pat says that he's looking forward to it. As Corey says, Pat, you better ask some tough questions and not the normal soft as butter questions you normally ask. Pat looks at Corey Graves and says, "Well, Corey, what would you want me to ask him?" Corey laughs, "What, you want me to do your job for you?" Cole interrupts, they get a bit heated, and says he's looking forward to the interview and that. So now we go to the interview. Yes, I know there's what is considered interview as it's the decision by LeBron James anyway. Pat McAfee welcomes us to the special episode of the Pat McAfee show as he welcomes Will Ospreay, WWE's newest signing. Pat said, "Will, welcome." Will Ospreay goes, "Thanks for having me." Pat McAfee, "So, Will, why now?" Will Ospreay, "You mind if I tell you a story, Pat?" Pat McAfee said, "Go right ahead." A few years ago, I don't want to do his impersonation as well because I know he says bruv a lot and all that stuff, so just bear with me in that. So, a few years ago, when I was deciding between WWE and AEW, Triple H offered me a Godfather offer. In the deal, which was offered to me 3 years with an option of another 2 years, Triple H says that I would be the main star of NXT Europe. Promised me a world title, a lengthy reign, and even a high-profile match at WrestleMania, which for NXT guys would never appear at WrestleMania, and that. Never appear on. And I told him, no thanks. Pat McAfee, why did you say no? Because, bruv. So I know I said I wasn't going to say it, but anyway, I think he would do that and that. So I wasn't ready yet. Yes, I've been wrestling for a few years now, but AEW offered me to fly me in from the UK, where WWE wanted me to live in the USA, and that's true, part of it as well. So get there. So with a young girlfriend, I said yes. I feel the AEW option was better at the time. So why now the jump to WWE? Well, I went into surgery for my neck obviously he's going into surgery for his neck, so this is down the track in that. I went into surgery for it, and the amount of messages from people in the WWE that I've never met before was amazing. So I called Triple H and I told him that I was ready to sign with WWE. Pat McAfee, well, welcome aboard. So what brand are you with? Will Ospreay. Come on, Pat. I haven't gotten that far in the contracts. I haven't gone that far in for the contract. I can choose which one, but I'm going to wait until at least the pay-per-view premium live event Elimination Chamber to decide. So Adam Pearce, Nick Aldis, which one of you can make me a better offer? Also, while I'm here, I'm proud to announce that I will make my WWE debut at the Royal Rumble. So Seth Rollins, who's my World Heavyweight Champion, Cody Rhodes, who's the WWE Champion in this world. When I win, you both better pray that I don't come after you. Pat McAfee. Will Ospreay, thank you for your time. Will Ospreay. Thanks, bruv. Alright. I know I didn't say it, but he just always says it, so, anyway. Raw, 3 weeks before the Royal Rumble. Will Ospreay is Adam Pearce's special guest, as we have I like to see some face-offs. We could have Jey Uso and him have a face-off. LA Knight, have a face-off with him. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, and then later on in the thing, him and Roman Reigns, I think, would be a nice little face-off as well. And that, so that's all this is, face-offs. Nothing particular happens. SmackDown 3 weeks before the Rumble, same thing. Basically, we have some he's Nick Aldis, special guest, face-to-face with Drew, Solo, Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu, Logan Paul, and Cody Rhodes. After the main event, Joe and Wade are signing off as Joe goes, hang on. Guys, let's get to the back straight away. They go to the back. They find Will Ospreay knocked out, unconscious on the ground. As they go up, film him, lay sprawling thing, we see a car speed off. Who was in the car and did it have anything to do with what happened to Will Ospreay? Of course it did. But anyway. 2 weeks before, Michael Cole informs us that Will Ospreay was attacked by an unknown attackers. He saw more than one. But there is no footage. Obviously, there would be footage, but whatever. Will Ospreay has a concussion, but will be able to compete at the Rumble. SmackDown the week before the Rumble. In a pre-taped interview, Will Ospreay says he didn't see who attacked him, but he lets us know it was more than one wrestler, and that it was more than one person. He can't put on a number and that. So, but that won't stop him from winning the Royal Rumble in his debut match. The Royal Rumble. In the ring, just picture this for me. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, John Cena, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Braun Breaker. Number 29 is Will Ospreay. Comes to the ring and cleans house. Throws Sami Zayn to eliminate him and throws Jey Uso as well to eliminate him. Braun and Will Ospreay have a bit of a stare down. Braun gets the upper hand and goes for a spear. Will Ospreay jumps over him and gives him the hidden blade as well. Then we have a stare down with Will Ospreay and John Cena. Obviously, I know John is going to retire in that, but I've just had him in that anyway. Then we have another. Then as they're having a stare down, then in comes CM Punk. So we have a three-way stare down. And then all of a sudden, Roman Reigns comes in and has a bit of a stare down. As the clock counts down, Michael Cole says, on a night where Y2J return, I just have that as a little thing. He returned earlier on in the thing. We saw the debut of Will Ospreay. What could happen? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need you to visual this for me as well, because I was thinking of doing this as a little flash animation, but anyway. The number 30 appears on the Titantron. It's been there for a few seconds. Michael Cole and everyone's going, who's number 30? What's going on? Everyone waits as Michael Cole yells. As Michael Cole is yelling, the 0 swaps with the 3. So it's 0, 3. The 3 begins to turn around to look like an M. We then see the letters added E, G, A. The crowd lose their shit. Sorry, Legion, I didn't mean to swear. The crowd is stunned. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, and Corey Graves are stunned. They lose their crap as a battle cry cries out in the arena. We see the debut of Kenny Omega. Everyone is losing their crap. He walks out on the stage, does a bit of a pose. Everyone is losing their stuff. But he is not the only one there. He comes with Hangman Adam Page and the Young Bucks. They'll give him a high five or a thumb, whatever, fist bump and all that stuff. As Kenny Omega begins to walk to the ring, him and Will Ospreay have locked eyes as the other guys are fighting in the ring as well. So, have locked eyes. But as we see behind, as Kenny Omega gets to the ring apron, we see from behind, Bron Breakker comes and spears the crap out of Will Ospreay, knocking him out. Will Ospreay is doing this stuff. Bron Breakker is doing all this stuff. As Kenny Omega gets in the ring and throws Bron Breakker out, we see John, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns are fighting in the corner as they're all trying to tip each other out. As Kenny Omega comes out and throws all them out, just down to Kenny and Will, but Will has been speared out of this thing. Kenny Omega picks Will Ospreay up and throws him out of the ring. Your winner of the Royal Rumble is Kenny Omega. He walks back to the stage, celebrates with the Elite on the stage. The rest of the Elite, as The Rock comes out and shakes his hand. End scene.
You had to involve one of my favorite wrestlers.
Kenny Omega?
Yes.
So
not only is he great in the ring, he does great promos and he's great outside the ring.
Obviously the chance of this happening is probably there was. I don't know if you remember the talk all those years ago when they made an offer to the Elite as well. Like it would be 6 months in NXT.
It was before
AEW.
AEW.
Yeah, 6 months in NXT, and if they didn't like it, they could leave and that. So would it ever happen? Probably not. But I don't know if you like the clock. Like the number 30 swapping to Omega. I personally enjoyed that. And that's so. I wanted to do a video of it, but anyway. So that's my story and that. And if you want me to continue it, we'll see if we can get some comments from people as well. If you want me to get a few, Legion will tell me if we get a few comments, I'll continue the story. I'll have this and that. So that is my story.
That piqued my interest towards at the end of the like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Like, when you mentioned like multiple people came in, like you would have honestly, you would have like above and beyond that.
Well, I think he wouldn't debut. I don't think he would come to WWE without like at least the Young Bucks. And I was thinking Jack Perry, but I thought I think Hangman Adam Page would be a better thing.
I think Punk would have killed him.
Yeah, and that as well. So, and obviously the two wrestlers was Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, but Kenny was in the WWE development, and that so I couldn't have used him.
He was.
Yeah,
he was.
And that so I think like ever since I've been watching
and the Young Bucks, I think it was Matt Jackson. That was a local talent back in the day.
Yeah, I think there were as well
on SmackDown. On SmackDown.
Yeah, obviously for this story to happen, a lot of stuff has to happen in that. But it's my world, and I can do whatever I want in my story, and that. So and that.
Yep.
And that obviously
That's why you are resident. That's why you're our resident number one storyteller.
Obviously, him throwing out all Punk, Reigns, and Cena would not happen. And that I would have loved to have them to have like Kenny have a stare down with all of them, and that. But I think just for this and that. So yeah. If you want me to continue the story, we'll see the post on that. So my challenge to you, get ready for this. We've talked about, obviously, one of my favourite games ever is the SmackDown vs. Raw WWE games and that. So we're going to do a little draft and that. You remember back in 2002 when it was Ric Flair and Vince McMahon and they drafted 20 wrestlers and that?
Yes.
For their shows? You and me are going to be doing that.
Oh.
So, until the next pay-per-view, which is Crown Jewel, you have your list, and that, I don't know, we'll decide obviously who's Raw, who's SmackDown, who gets the first pick, who gets the second pick. Just the 20 wrestlers you want currently wrestling. Obviously, if it was all time, I know you would choose Shawn Michaels. And that probably is number one in that, but just your current. There is no limits. If you want to get someone from AEW, if you want to get someone from TNA, New Japan, as long as they're still wrestling. And that's all I'm going to do. We'll do we'll do a coin flip to see who gets number one and number two. Like, I'll see who gets the first pick in that. It's 20 wrestlers if you want. And by the way, no tag teams, just 20 wrestlers. And that. Because I'm in this challenge as well, so I'll be doing it as well. So that is my challenge to not only you, but me as well. So I don't know what you think of it.
I like this one.
Yep.
I like this one.
Yep. I knew you'd like it. I'm getting all the good ones in before I give you a shitty challenge. I think the next one I'll give you a very shitty challenge in that. So, yeah.
I got one in my pocket.
So yeah, before just have you, and we'll just do like a list here and that. So and. By the way, when you're on the clock, you have 30 seconds to make your pick as well. So if you don't, you miss your pick and that. So I'll have a little timer.
Here's the only challenge of this is that I can pick wrestlers, but you might have the same one in mind.
That's what I mean. So get a big list in that because that's all I'm going to say.
This is going to be interesting.
Yep. And like I said, currently. Because obviously you'd want to pick Shawn, but he can't wrestle anymore, and that. So and I know,
right?
Yeah, it's. I know I'm kind of leaving it open, but like obviously I want to pick one of my ones would be the Undertaker, but it'd be from a certain era, and that. So yeah.
It has to be currently wrestling.
Currently wrestling, and that. So I'll go more over it with you as well before we do. So yeah, that's my pick. That's my challenge to you. And we better get on to.
I already have five. I already have five at the top of my head.
Oh, don't worry. I've had a bit of a. Oh, I think I've got my 20, but I'm going to add another 20 in case you pick them all. And that's so I got my wrestlers.
No, I guarantee this. I guarantee this 5 you won't pick.
I want you to write the 5 names, and we'll see if I do pick them. Anyway, let's get on to Wrestlepalooza. Can I say one thing? Wrestlepalooza, it's a really weird name. Like, even
and to be honest,
yeah,
one of your favorite wrestlers says he hates the name. He's currently wrestling.
Which one is that?
CM Punk.
Yeah, actually, I did see that, and also Brock when he was on SmackDown saying "See you at Wrestlepalooza, Cena." You could just see in his face he didn't want to say it. So,
yeah. I don't even know who thought of that name.
By the way, you won the last thing. I kind of been, like I held on for the wrestling title, the SLS wrestling. Yeah,
because I almost did a clean sweep on that.
I mean, obviously, I could have chosen. Seth winning, but I feel like LA Knight would have made a bit of a shock value. I don't know if they want to go on shock value as well, but anyway, let's get on to the matches, okay? For the vacant Women's World Championship, Io Sky, Stephanie Valkyrie. Can I say one thing? If this is anything like their match after the night after WrestleMania this year, which they had, if it's anything like this, we're in for an amazing match. It's been interesting.
These two are probably the best, probably the top, I'm going to say 3 wrestlers currently in WWE.
Not only just women?
No, in general.
In general, okay. It's been interesting to see with the Io Sky, with Asuka and Kairi Sane, how that's going to keep on going. And that, obviously, this is because of Naomi getting pregnant as well. So, I was kind of 50-50 on this. Like, I think Stephanie should have her moment. I think Stephanie's going to win the Rumble. I don't know what you think. She's my early pick for the Women's Rumble.
I haven't done my early picks yet.
I feel like her, or just trying to think of it. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go as well. I don't see whoever wins this, and I personally think it'll be Io Sky. I'll get to the pick as well, but I think Stephanie versus Rhea is what they'll aim for WrestleMania, and that maybe Rhea is a heel, but I don't know if people want to boo Rhea Ripley. But I think Stephanie should have her moment at WrestleMania, not in Wrestlepalooza, and that's my.
They can go. They can with these two. If they do, let's say for example, they do Rhea versus Stephanie, they could actually get away with a face versus face. On this one.
They probably could.
How big these two stars are.
Yeah, and that's why I got Io Sky. I think Io Sky will be just a. I hate to say the word transitional champion, but I don't think she'll. Because when she held the title, it was great. The match she had with Bianca and Rhea at Mania was really good as well. So I'm not trying to disrespect Io, but I think she's only just going to be holding it till they have the bigger picture here. So I got Io Sky winning.
She just had bad booking when she won the title.
Yeah, I got Io Sky winning for 2 points. Your thoughts? Yeah. Who you got?
Honestly, I was not expecting to go with Io on this one. Because I'm 100% agreeing with you on that with it being Io.
Yeah.
But I see interference happening, meaning I see Asuka costing Stephanie the title, but Io being unaware.
I've got interference.
That's my little side prediction.
I've got interference in a different match because obviously you don't want to have too many. We've only got 5 matches. 6 matches. Oh, sorry, no, 5 matches. Sorry, apologies. We've only got 5 matches. So, like, I see interference in a different match. You can't have too many matches with interference, and that, like, I feel like
I only have 2 matches with interference.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. So you got Io Sky winning as well.
Yeah, and what? How much did you say she had for you?
For 2 points.
Oh, this one's not going to count for us. Because I got it for 2 points.
Let's get on to.
You can scratch that one off your list.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it anyway. So yeah, we got first of 2 tag matches. We got the reuniting of the Usos to take on the Vision. We've seen recently as well with Jay, attacking LA Knight, and then LA Knight attacking Jay as well. It's just number one, it's good to see the Usos back together, and I think it will lead to a tag team title run down the track. And that, but yeah, the Usos are reuniting for the first time. They ain't losing, in my opinion, unless there's outside interference. But I don't see outside interference in that for this. So, as I said, Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns had an incredible match at Clash as well. So I know a lot of people are not good on Bronson, but I think he's been a really good fit for the Vision as well. So I've got the Usos winning, and I've got Jay pinning Bronson Reed. What about you? For 5 points. Ooh. This is my lock.
Oh, this is your lock.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. What about you?
In my head, you're going to be disappointed then.
Go on.
Remember me saying I have 2 matches in mind that's going to have interference?
This is the other one.
This is the other one.
So
I see a heel turn in this match.
You see Jay turning heel.
I never said that. I see LA Knight interfering, turning heel.
Oh, okay.
Attacking Jay, costing the match.
Oh, Okay,
pretty much, Jimmy being knocked out.
Yeah.
And for example, Braun Breaker and Jay are fighting outside. Jay throws him back in. Next, Jay gets spun around BFT on the outside. By LA Knight.
With the crowd,
and then throws him back in the ring, and then Breaker spears him for the win.
Would the crowd boo LA Knight? He just seems over.
It's possible, but he is over. But he needs a heel turn as well.
I love your lateral thinking. I'm on board. Like, I'm nearly going to change my pick. I'm not going to, but but
you're not the only one who can do storytelling.
Yeah, you can do it really good as well. So, yeah.
But as you of course, I gave my pick. I had the Vision winning, and I gave my pinning. Braun Breaker pinning Jay.
For how many points?
3 points.
3 points. I just like to write it down.
The funny thing is, by the way it's been going, I have a feeling this is going to happen. Maybe not Braun Breaker pinning him, but I have a feeling LA Knight's going to attack Jay to cost them the match. I have a feeling.
Yeah, like the last couple of weeks, even on
it started with Jay spearing LA Knight and Knight giving Jay the BFT this past
week. Yeah, the go home show. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting as well for 3 points as well. Let's get on to just recently announced on last SmackDown the WWE title match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, Cody hasn't been around, obviously filming like Street Fighter and that, but he returned, announced that he'll defend the title against Drew at Wrestlepalooza. Cody has only been pinned, I think it's 4 times since his return.
Mm-hmm.
And Drew owns one of this as well, so I forget who the other.
Was it like in a tag match or something?
No, it was a singles match. They had a singles match. This is before Drew fully went. I don't know if he fully went heel. Actually, it was after.
It was more of a tweener back then,
more of a tweener and that. So, I think these two. As I said, I've loved Drew McIntyre. I feel like he's needed a title as well. We're talking about interference. I'm going out on a limb here. Drew is going to win via DQ because Randy Orton's going to come out and cost Cody the match. The setup may be a triple threat at Survivor Series. It's just a bit of outside thinking I've had because we saw on SmackDown, obviously, Drew was going to Claymore kick Randy, and then Cody came out and all that stuff. So I think
pretty much, Cody losing but keeping the title.
Losing, keeping the. I know it's a crappy way out, but that's the. I think Drew needs to win more than Cody. That's my personal opinion as well. So yeah, I don't have him winning the title. I have him winning via DQ. So I've got Drew McIntyre for 3 points. I'll get your thoughts on this.
I'm going out on a limb on this one because I really wanted Drew McIntyre to win this because he needs this kind of win.
Yeah,
because he's been pretty much on a slump.
Yep.
Especially since the CM Punk feud.
Yep.
Which was amazing, by the way. One of the best feuds of all time.
Yep.
But I don't see him winning this match. I see Cody barely surviving.
Yeah.
No, I mean barely surviving, hitting a crossroads out of nowhere or getting a roll up on him or something, and then just barely. But then after Cody gets the win, but McIntyre still hits a claymore on him, knocking him out.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's when Randy will come out. Yeah, I could see that happening as well. And that, so
something along those lines where, like I said, Cody barely survives.
Yep. So you got Cody for how many points?
For 4 points on this one.
4 points, okay. All right, let's get on to the mixed tag team match now with the return of AJ Lee teaming up with CM Punk to take on Seth and Becky. We're going to see a War Games match at Survivor Series, aren't we? Do you think we might see the very first intergender War Games match? Meaning we'll have AJ and Becky. Okay. Well,
I heavily, I won't say really 100% no, but I heavily doubt it.
I'm just
how much chaos can go on that match.
I mean, obviously, they wouldn't put him in I mean, we've had women's War Game matches before as well, so what's the difference?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's just the whole men versus women thing.
I know, yeah. I think primarily there would be, like, obviously, I could see in a thing where Becky would be the last one and doesn't get into the ring until AJ gets out of the cage, the shark cage, and then comes out and attacks her. I'm just struggling to think what the War Games matches is going to be as well.
Yeah,
So
that would be very. If they do it, it'd be very difficult to figure out how they're going to do it.
I'm sure they could, but anyway, let's get on. Obviously, at Clash in Paris, we had Seth survive with the help of Becky and that. So, but it's AJ Lee's first match in 10 years, more.
Yeah, in 10 plus years.
I'm pretty sure we've got the same thing. She ain't losing. AJ is pinning as well Becky in this match for me for 4 points.
Yeah, I'm in 100% agreement with you on that one. It's her return match in 10 years. She's not losing.
Yep. We might see.
And me and you have the same pin.
Yep.
But yeah.
For how many points?
Well, go ahead.
How many points?
This is my lock.
This is your lock 5. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I mean, obviously we could have, maybe it'll be a double pin where Punk pins Seth as well, because I think he needs to get a pin back, like a win back as well. But yeah, as I said, AJ.
With you saying that, I just envision my head when you say a double pin. I see them both doing GTS.
Yeah, and if that happens, then we'll obviously still give you the extra points in it. So now let's get on to
technically AJ or in this case AJ should be the legal person.
Yeah, the legal person. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's get on to what I think will be the main event. I'm still shocked from SummerSlam. Like, I was watching it in bed, like the main event, Cena's in the ring. I never would have thought we'd see Brock Lesnar again as well. So,
yeah.
The record between these two in one-on-one is Brock Lesnar has won 4 and Cena has won 2. So Cena has got 6. I don't know if you've seen it. Cena's got 6 appearances left as well. This,
yes,
and then Crown Jewel. Do you think he'll be wrestling at Crown Jewel, or will he just be making an appearance?
From what I saw, are you talking about wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling. Yes, wrestling. Yes.
I think he will be wrestling.
So I think it'll be him and. Do you think they'll do him and Brock again?
No.
Huh.
They can't.
Do you think this will be the only time they face, or will they face maybe a Survivor Series?
I was watching a video, a clip of somebody else's little podcast show.
Yeah.
And some guy actually made a good plot line of this.
Okay.
And I'm actually all for it. And I'm gonna give away my prediction on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
He has Brock winning this match between them two.
Yep.
And then Brock's gonna go on to win the WWE Championship from Cody Rhodes.
Whoa. Okay.
And then it'll be Brock and Cena in Saturday night's main event, and Cena winning the title and retiring with it.
And what, 18? Wow, okay. Interesting.
Yes. When I saw that, I'm like, I can see that. I don't know if they'll do it, but I can see it.
I mean, we could all...
Because if you think about it, because this brought back memories of when he won the title originally, back after Mania.
Yeah.
That he's going to retire with the title. I'm like, what if he lives up to that promise, but not the way people think?
Yeah, not the way people think. Yeah, it's a really good way of thinking of it as well. So, and you had Brock winning as well.
Yes.
I think AJ returning. Oh, hang on, you disappeared. Hang on.
Oh.
Yep. It's all good. It's
I'm back. Woo! I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here.
I'm not angry that he picked someone else as well. So this is the one I was really 50-50 on, because obviously when Lesnar returned in 2012, everyone predicted, he's going to beat Cena at elimination, Extreme Rules, and that, and it didn't happen, and that. So, yeah.
Sorry, this is a little side note because we have Brock Lesnar on the brain. When people kept saying that both Brock Lesnar and AJ Lee returned on SmackDown, I got a little heated because Did he not return at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it's I've never
Hello?
I never heard that. So it might have been his first SmackDown appearance. They might have been doing anyway. It's apples and oranges and that. So for me, I'm still 50-50. Yeah, I'm still 50-50 on this, but I've got Cena winning, and that I know obviously.
Yeah, honestly, I was 50-50.
Yeah.
And then I remember what then I like I said I watched that video. I'm like, I can see that happening.
Yeah, and you got this for one as well because I got this for one. So
yeah.
We
have 2 matches we can cut.
2 matches we can.
Well, one match.
Well,
actually, one match.
Yeah,
straight
because I got Cena, you got Brock, and that. Like I could see either Cena or Brock winning, but it's just it's his return match as well, and I could make the case for him winning. But yeah, it's I think there's a better. Brock has always said Brock has always done in his recent years, like him and Goldberg when Goldberg returned and beaten Brock in 90 seconds, But he saw the end game and that like him winning the title from obviously it was promised and that from him from Goldberg and that. So yeah.
And I like the promo Cena made. Or was it on Raw?
Yeah.
Was it that he said he founded Suplex City? I'm like, I like that. They brought that reference in.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our predictions for Wrestlepalooza. Like I said, it's a weird name. Like, it's reminded me of you remember when Vince McMahon named the pay-per-view Great Balls of Fire? Like it just came out of nowhere.
Don't remind me. That reminds me of that. Every time I heard that name, I'm thinking I was singing the song every time I said it.
So am I. Anyway, those are predictions. If you agree, you're more than happy to give your predictions as well, and that's so what you think as well.
Let's do it right down in the comment section on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, down in the comment section. Yeah.
Anyway,
love to hear it.
Anyway, that's the end of our podcast. Thanks again for joining us. I'll see you for Crown Jewel. I don't know if we got a ending question and that I can't really think of one.
I have one. This relates to NXT Homecoming.
Okay.
After watching Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and William Regal come out.
Yep.
Who's your favorite person who's in charge of NXT?
So it was also
it could be Ava, it could be William Regal, Shawn Michaels, Triple H,
JBL.
Was JBL in charge once?
For a bit, yes. This is early on NXT. This is like
during that game show.
No, not the game show. No. After it was like you have a look at the.
I was gonna say don't like that. That's during the Dark Ages.
No, I'm not including the dark like the talk the game show as well. But yeah, it was just after like Seth won the title and that like Dusty was out for some reason and then JBL took over. So I think it was only for like a month or two, like a couple of months and that. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our show. We'll see you for Crown Jewel, which is actually in Australia. So maybe have a bit of an Australian flavour next for the next podcast as well. I don't know what we can do and that, but as always, I'm Sugar Ray. This is Legion. Thank you again for joining me, Legion.
Hey.
Hopefully you enjoy wrestling this week as well, whatever it is. Like I know there's we should also mention All Inners this week as well. So a few good matches in there. I'm really looking forward as well. So
and they upped the time to was it 3 p.m.
Yeah. So like a lot of wrestling for everyone to watch. So hopefully you enjoy wrestling wherever you're watching as well. So thank you, Legion. We'll see you for the next podcast in mid-ish October and that. So wherever you are, just take it easy and we'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.